Okay, so let's see this. There he is, smiling Johnny. Sure is happy.
See your signature next to President Trump's face on a $250 bill.
Well, again, as Treasury Secretary, I have two mandates for U.S. currency. At present, no living person can be on U.S. currency, and the currency must say, "In God we trust." So right now, there is proposed legislation that in front of the House, in front of the Senate, to change the first requirement so that a living person, Donald J. Trump, could be on the $250 bill. So it's all in the hands of the, it's all up on Capitol Hill.
Talking about Baltimore now. A city audit recently gave us some strange numbers. Over the last just 2 years, Baltimore has owed almost $30 million in unpaid bills. $15.3 million from fiscal year 2025 and $14.4 million from 2024. That's money from business leases, utilities, permits, contract services, and the finance department. And some that the finance department simply lost track of. Does it look like I'm just reading off the screen? I'm sorry, I'm just trying to make this natural. All right, anyway, back to the important stuff. City Auditor Jason Patch called out the systemic failure, and Council President Zeke Cohen asked for a full list of delinquent accounts. They couldn't even get it together there at first. On top of that, people in Federal Hill, $323 million in uncollected traffic and parking fines. That's not good. It's worse than just sloppy paperwork. It's money that we need, that the city needs. Should be serving this community. If the city can't collect money from big commercial accounts and out-of-state violators, the real burden falls on all the working families of the city through higher taxes and in increased utility bills. Brandon Scott, our mayor, said it plainly during the Board of Estimates meeting. There's no way in hell we should have this kind of money just sitting out there uncollected. You can't argue with the man. Here's the good news. It's not about just cracking down. It's about building a smarter, fairer system that works for everybody, especially in a lot of these neighborhoods that have faced decades of disinvestment. So what can we actually do? First, we got to modernize and hold the systems accountable. We need updated digital tracking tools, better trained staff, and stronger follow-through. Damn it. I said damn it. Corporate violators, not the low-income people just trying to get by. Try to add some real community oversight so it doesn't look like it's over-policing. Some more facts to throw at you. This is where it gets good, because Baltimore is looking at a $20 billion infrastructure deficit. Crumbling water and sewer lines, too many vacant properties, transit that doesn't really work. It could be so much better with some easy fix happening. Mayor Scott's administration made modernizing public infrastructure a core priority in a 10-year financial plan. They're what we call right-sizing city properties, fixing underground utilities which need it, upgrading the Baltimore Convention Center, which is anything you do to that place would be an upgrade. We got $2 billion coming in state and federal funds. The goal is to repave 90.5 lane miles of city streets. Imagine that, 90.5. There's a big spring. They're also patching up Falls Road, which is Maryland 25, with over $580,000 investment in asphalt work through midsummer. We're even talking about transformative projects like tearing down sunken highways, such as the highway to nowhere, which you might think in Baltimore is every highway, but it's not. It's Route 40. We know where that is. Turning them into like green spaces, community spaces, make better transit connections. You really got to get rid of that part of Route 40 that is nothing. That is a highway underneath a highway that is the same, going to the same place. You can track this progress that they're doing on all these projects at BCDOT Road Repaving Dashboard. And you can report on that site issues through the 311 app that they make available. Use the recovered 30 million in any future collections to accelerate all these programs, all these timelines, put in the real community input through participating budgeting, prioritize projects in historically underserved communities, create good union jobs, create good jobs, construction jobs in Black and brown neighborhoods, make sure the water and sewer upgrades continue. Every block needs clean water. And at least the mayor addressing these problems, talking about them, getting them out there and trying to come up with solutions. I am going to give myself a round of applause. I'm sorry. Thank you, everybody. All right. Tell everybody about this damn show. Except for the people who you shouldn't. No, I'm kidding. All right. Now, we are going to watch another clip just because I like doing clips. And I so rarely get to do them.
The speech that I'm giving this year, and so I've watched a few highlights of graduation speeches where this or that corporate leader will discuss artificial intelligence, AI, and be met with literal boos. Now, you can't boo me, I'm the Vice President of the United States. But your fellow Americans are understandably, they're worried about AI, about how it will affect the labor market, how it will distribute resources, and how it has fundamentally changed how we interact with one another, our social lives. But the thing I worry about most with AI is how it will change warfare. Now, Pope Leo XIV, in a recent document, encouraged us as human beings not to outsource the most important moral decisions to digital technology. And I want to endorse that sentiment and make it more.
Man, that guy is, you talk about a load. Jeez. That guy is a load. Also, if I may, I'm going to address something he said there. He said people are met with literal boos. Is there such thing as figurative boos? Thank you. Call Baltimore the Forever City. Yep, you heard it here. We are the Forever City. Why? Because we remember our past and we know where we are now and we're facing the future in this city. We're more forever than we are charming, I can tell you that. So feel free to spread that amongst your friends or put it on shirts or something. Whatever gets the word around. Okay, everybody. Have a great night, and we will see you next time on Late Night Baltimore.
Big Rooster.